My name is Sabrina Lee. I am the founder of Atlanta Weight Loss and Wellness Associates, formerly known as Atlanta HCG Weight Loss Group. I want to do a brief overview to show you how to draw up your HCG so that you are aware in case you do receive it, either in the mail, you pick it up from the pharmacy, and you are not a client that has come into the office and gotten or requested drawing services so that we could actually draw them up for you. If you desire that service, then let someone know. Then you will pick up your product from the pharmacy and you will bring it back to the office, and the healthcare provider, I think, has a $25 fee if you would like for her to draw all of your doses up for you. But I do not recommend drawing up 40 doses at one time in a plastic insulin syringe. It is more potent and hence maintains potency better in the glass vial. Okay, so first of all, let's go through the supply list that you will have. You're going to have alcohol swabs. You will purchase your insulin syringes. They're $2.99 for a 10-pack. Okay, so you will purchase your insulin syringes either from our office or from the pharmacy. The syringes that we have here in the office, the clients kind of voted on them because they are the smallest ones they make. They're 3/10 of a cc, 31 gauge. They're the short needle. Okay, so they're very, very small. I'm going to show it to you. Okay, but you can get these for a pack of 10. It's $2.99. So depending on which number of days that you purchase, you would just purchase the appropriate number of needles. As far as alcohol goes, you can use alcohol at home with just some cotton balls. If you desire not to, you can either buy them by the box, like this box behind me, like a box of 200, or you can buy them in a pack of 50 that we have pulled out for 99 cents, so that you can get those as well. Now, you got alcohol swab. We have an insulin syringe, okay? And we have our vial of HCG. All right, now let me show you this first and go over a little bit of the anatomy of the syringe. You have the barrel, which is this long part. That's the barrel. This is the plunger, okay, that goes up and down. Never hold the syringe by the plunger, never. Okay, always hold it by the barrel. Now, this is your cap. You twist it and pull it off, pull it straight off so that you don't accidentally bend your needle. That is the needle tip. Let's see, it is like really, really tiny. Can you see it? I think you can see that. It's really, really thin. Okay, so let's put that back on until we're ready to use it. Now, to drop your HCG, the first thing you're going to do is hold this by the barrel. Okay, then you're going to use your finger and brace it. This little ridge here, they're used as braces, kind of like to brace your finger, so you can use this finger to push and use this to pull. So let me show you. I usually put my finger on this and then take these two fingers and pull it like this. That's just a brace. See? Okay, now I'm going to pull this down to 25 units because that's what you're going to draw. So let's pull it down to 25 units of air. Okay, now I pulled it down to 25 units of air, and so I want to see if I can get the numbers to show on here so that you can see the 25 of air. Okay, now that's the first thing you're going to do. You're going to take your vial, you're going to take your alcohol, you're going to tear that, or whichever alcohol you're using. If it's a cotton ball, same thing. Wipe the top. After you wipe the top of the vial, okay, I always turn mine upside down. Okay, turn it upside down. Okay, now after you turn it upside down like this, okay, you are going to take your needle just like this. I hold my vial upside down and I twist it off, brace my finger. See if I can get this so you can see it. Okay, yeah, okay. Brace my finger, and then I insert it into the middle of this rubber cap. There is a rubber ring on the inside of this cap. Okay, so I'm going to let you see it in just a second. But after I insert that needle in there, try and keep it straight because that needle is very thin and it will bend. Okay, so I inject my air into my vial. Okay, after I inject it into my vial, you can actually do this, but you can't do the other way around. If you hold the barrel of your syringe and let this go, it will fall over and bend your needle. It won't hold it up, trust me. Okay, I've done that. Anyway, but you then pull it back out. You're pulling out HCG now. You push the air in and now you're pulling out the same amount of HCG. You may go below the 25 to the 30 and then push it back up so that your air bubbles can rise. If it's a small amount of air bubbles in there, it's not going to hurt anything. You just want to make sure you have the correct dose, and air can displace the amount of your dose. So now you're sure, once you look at it and visualize that that is on 25, then you pull it out. Then I brace my fingers like this, and then I put my cap directly straight back on it. If you turn it to the side, that needle will go through that cap and stick in your finger. That has happened to me too. Okay, so, but that is your HCG, that is your dose. Okay. Now you will have a video clip coming after this one that shows you how to draw up your lipovite, your B complex with your fat burners in it, as well as showing you how to actually give this injection to yourself. I just wanted to go over quickly how you draw up your HCG so you can get comfortable with it. You will feel a bit awkward when you initially start doing it, but that's okay. I did too. But it is different. It is very different. But the beautiful thing is that the injection doesn't hurt. I thought for a long time the injection actually hurt, but the injection does not hurt. If you hit a sensitive area that's on your tummy, then stay away from that area in the future. Everybody has an area on their body that is more sensitive than the other, but it's a very tiny needle, like I said before, and this is what it looks like I said before. Okay, it is very tiny. We sell the smallest one that that they make, unless they came out with one smaller than a 31 gauge. I doubt it, but if they did, then I'll be looking for that one too. But I like it more comfortable. Our client family voted on these syringes, these needles. They said they are comfortable. So even when we switched, we went right back to these. So this specific size needle, okay, apparently this specific brand as well, Reliant one, it basically is specific to Sam's and Walmart. So we purchased them from Sam's Club in bulk because our client family wants these. So what they want, they get. Love you. Let's see. All right, there you go. We're going to inject the air just like we did before, and then we're going to pull back to get 1 milliliter. If you notice you're not getting anything, pull the needle down into your liquid some to make sure that you're getting enough. So we're going to draw out 1 milliliter of lipovite or B complex. Like I said, this is not B12. I hear that a lot. There is a difference between B complex and B12 and the 3 fat burners or your lipotropics. After you draw out the 3 milliliters, you pull it out, then you recap your needle. Just be careful not to stick yourself. Okay, so that is 1 milliliter of lipovite. When we draw it up, we always pull it down a little bit into the out of the needle so that the medication's out of the needle, just a little bit. Okay, so you have a little bit of air in there, not very much, just a small amount, but it keeps it from running out into the needle. It has a tendency to migrate down into your needle tip. But that is your lipovite, so that's your once a week injection, and you can put that to the side if you want. You can draw these up all at one time and be done with it, especially if, like I said, if you don't have any small children in the house. But if you do, you may want to just draw one at a time. And this is your HCG, so this is your daily injection. It is clear, and this is your weekly injection, and it is a kind of like an orangish, pinkish red kind of color, and it becomes really, really dark if you ever get the high potency B complex. You do have an option of getting one versus the other. The difference is the high potency B complex is concentrated B complex without the fat burner in it. A lot of bodybuilders want that. A lot of people that are having problems with energy levels, anemia, they desire to have the B complex injection. If you suffer from chronic fatigue syndrome, a lot of people want it as well. If you have already been getting the regular B complex with the MIC, with the lipotropics in it, the fat burner, and you find that it's not working as well for you anymore, and you think that maybe you've developed a tolerance to it, then you may opt to switch over to the high potency B complex. I'm going to show it to you just so that you, when you see it, you won't say, oh, the one I had doesn't look like that. It is a difference in the color. It is very concentrated, so it is dark. So I'm going to show you the difference, okay? This is high potency B complex. It's very, very dark red. This is the regular B complex with fat burners, the lipotropics. Lipotropic is clear, so it is mixed with a regular B complex, hence you get this color. Otherwise it would be a deep red, or a darker, not darker red, but a brighter reddish color, more red than this if it was straight B12. So that's how you can kind of tell the difference. If it's ever really this dark, then it's probably either the concentrated high potency B complex, okay? Other than that, the only time that B vitamins get really, really dark is if you have B12. If your B12 turns this dark, that means that it's degraded, okay? So you don't want that either. Okay, so that is that. Now we finished drawing up our HCG, showing you how to mix your HCG, and finish drawing up our B complex with the lipotropic in it injection. And the only other thing that we have not done is give an injection. So I'm going to show you how to give your injection. I'm not going to push back from the table because I think the last time I did that it got really, really blurry. So I'm going to show you how to give the injection by giving myself one. Okay? So let's see. Where's the other one? We need an extra needle tip. Alright, that is actually HCG. So I need to show you how to give it using saline. So I'm looking for the saline. Okay, let's get an extra saline bottle. We'll get it out of here. We'll get it back to our static water out of here. Alright. So, let me show you how fast I do this when it's me. And that's it. See how fast that was. Once you get used to doing it, it's quick. Okay, so that's my injection. Okay, so this is my injection. I'm going to show you how to give it to yourself. I got plenty of tummy fat, so let's see. Alright, basically all you're going to do is you're going to find some tummy fat. Okay, so you can give it on the right or the left side of the navel and then below also. Or you can use the thighs, which is right here. I'm going to use this area right here. Wipe. Okay. And you pinch because you are giving this in subcutaneous or fat tissue. Okay. Now when I give mine, I usually pull my cap off my needle. I need my hands, and if you're doing self-administration, it shouldn't hurt anything. With these caps, it's a little bit different. Like I said, there's no little air hole or anything in them, but I usually take it and pull it. Either I do it with my hand or I do it with my teeth. And I will take it here, and then I will dart really quickly like that, and then I will inject. Don't squeeze too tight or you'll squeeze your medication out. After you inject it, pull it out quickly and wipe one time. That's all you have to do. Okay, and you're done. So that is how you give your HCG. And then when you're done, of course, always remember to dispose of your needle in a sharps container. Okay, just take it and pop it in there, and so you are done. And there are like several different types of sharps containers. You just have to remember, when you have one like this, you can't put that lid on until you're done, because the lid is meant to lock. It's meant to be a locking lid. But like I said, the holes in this one are, you know, really, really small. So if you have kids and stuff and they like to fish stuff out and put their hands in it, whatever, your needle tips are going to be at the bottom of this container. So they should be able to get to the tip of the needle if you take it and slide it in there. Okay. If it's your large needles, like your B complex needle, usually what I'll do is, I don't want to fill up my container any faster than I have to, because I want it to last me, you know, for a whole couple of months, you know, while I'm doing my protocol. So I'll twist this tip off, and I'll take the tip off and put the tip inside this hole. Okay. And then I'll throw this part in the trash can, because after all, the sharps part is the part you're concerned about. Okay, so let's put that back on. All right, now LIPO. This is the other question that I get quite frequently, and it's about giving your LIPO. If you are giving it to yourself, especially if you've never given it to yourself, it is a whole lot easier if you give your LIPO in the thigh, and you give it in your lateral thigh on one side or the other, not in the middle of your thigh. For instance, you would give it, let's see if I can show you, on the side. You would lift this thigh muscle, and you would do the alcohol, and you would give it, you would dart it in the exact same way on the side, not in the center. Okay, always on the side. You know, you're giving it in a muscle. That's why it has to have a long tip. Okay, and like I said, I get that question all the time, like, why can't I have a shorter needle? Because if you have a shorter needle, you're going to inject it in fatty tissue, and it is irritating the fatty tissue, and you may well develop a cyst there, or an area that's hardened, or I think on one case I had a client family member that developed a sore because she injected that amount of B complex or the concentrated one too close to the surface of the skin. So that did not work out so well, but you want to get what you're paying for. And HCG, not HCG, but LIPO / B complex is better effective given deep IM. It's meant to be given deep IM. Okay, so let's put that right there. Let's see. And I think, other than storage, we talked about storage. Just make sure that you do store your HCG in the refrigerator, but not too close to the freezer. And your LIPO, whether you get the concentrated or the high potency, the only difference is this one is about $5 more expensive, I think. Yeah, I think it's about $5 more for the high potency LIPO. And the difference is, like I said before, is this one does not have the fat burners in it, but if you desire to get the lipotropic in addition to the high potency B complex, you may. You just need to request it. Okay, but like I said before, this one is $30 and this one is $35. This one is concentrated B vitamins. Whether or not you're doing HCG or not, you can use both of these for energy maintenance and to assist with weight loss. Okay, with diet modification, you can use both of these. But other than that, those are the main things that I wanted to make sure that you understood. If you have any additional questions, and if you need a sterile water demo like I just gave myself, one can be given to you by the healthcare provider that is seeing you. Just let her know, you know, I'm not really comfortable, even though I've seen the video or whatever, can I get a sterile water demo so I can kind of get a better feel, and so that I can see how it feels when you give it to me as well. And then she will run through it for you to make sure that you understand how. This video will also be posted on our website so that you can review it whenever you need to. If you have some question about anything in reference to mixing your HCG, drawing up your doses, anything in reference to the needle or storage or anything like that, But otherwise you will do fine. It's not difficult. Like I said, initially it's a little bit awkward, especially if it's not something you're used to doing. But if you have any problems, just give us a call. I'm Sabrina, I'm the nurse. You should have my cell phone number. Once you become a client, I am the on-call telenurse, so you will have a copy of my cell number, and I do require you put it in your cell phone, okay? So that you can reach me at any time of day or night if there's a problem, okay? But otherwise, you will do fine, and welcome to our family.